Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Psycho, and yeah, if you looked at my YouTube channel last month at around this time, you'll notice that I didn't actually make a Whales log video. Simple reason for that is I fucking forgot. Um, that's not entirely just me being forgetful as fuck, as y'all probably know if you watch my streams. But at the beginning of February was kind of a busy week for me, mainly due to work. I had a lot of shit going on at work. Not necessarily bad or anything, but just super busy during like that specific time frame, like 2 weeks, like say like the last week of January and the beginning of February. So that was kind of hectic. That's kind of like my second excuse, other than me just forgetting about it. Because how long does it really take for me to make one of these videos, right? Just like 10, 15 minutes. Oh boy. But yeah, I'll blame it on work. But anyway, that's why I didn't make one last month. So I'm gonna make an extra long one this month, because I do need to talk about everything that happened, not only this month for February, but also in January. Because like I said, forgot to make a Whales log video, and usually these videos are monthly, are supposed to come out monthly at either at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month, depending on how fast I get these out. So let's go ahead and start talking about my account, because that's probably what you're here for. I mean, it should be, right? Why would it be about anyone else's? So, first things first, let's talk about Noble Phantasm levels. So, newest edition obviously has to be Moriarty. I rolled MP2 on my stream right after I got back from Geo Tour, because Aniplex lined up the whole Shinjuku release to come out, or basically the game goes to maintenance as soon as Geo Tour in LA ended, and then 3 hours later it comes back. It comes back. And that's what happened. No extended maintenance memes. So I did roll Moriarty to MP2. Sorry, I was about to say MP3. And then on stream, and then I went back and I dumped about another 600 quartz to try to chase MP3. And was it 600? No, it was 1,000. Sorry, it was a fucking 1,000. Well, it wasn't gonna be that easy. But wait, was it 1,000? Was it 1,000? God, I don't fucking remember. I think for MP3, I think it was around 1,000 total. Let's say like 900. So definitely hit that 300% quartz per SSR average, even though it's not a good average to go by. But in any case, Moriarty is now MP3. That puts me in a very comfortable position, because I believe Moriarty's next rate up is not until our next limited SSR rotation, and because Aniplex for NA anyway, has pulled up our limited rotation up to Thanksgiving. I fully expect that we'll get the same limited rotation that Japan usually gets during their New Year's, but because Thanksgiving memes and all that shit, looks like we're gonna get those limited rotation banners early during Thanksgiving. So I expect Moriarty to show up either there, or because the last time we had a limited rotation, or limited SSR rotation, sorry, some SSRs were left out, namely Ishtar and Kintoki. If Moriarty doesn't show up for this year's Thanksgiving's limited SSR rotation, then I do expect him to show up during New Year proper, New Year going into 2020. So hopefully I'll be able to get him to MP5 then. For now, I'll just stop here at MP3. Let's see, what else? Ishtar's MP5, y'all probably already knew that. Who else do I feel like I need to talk about? King of Sun, y'all should probably know. I have the stream bot up still, I think, of me rolling him to an MP3, and just like with Moriarty, the thing about KH is that his next raid up, his only 2 raid ups in JP have been his debut banner, which is on January, of course, which is at the same time that JP got it. But his second raid up on JP was a download milestone. But that being said, that download milestone was actually in roughly the same time frame, give or take like 1 or 2 weeks, our Thanksgiving, or what's going to be our Thanksgiving. So I expect Aniplex to give Hassan or KH the Thanksgiving treatment, and they'll probably, more than likely, they'll probably include him into the Thanksgiving limited rotation. So if they do that, then I will go for MP5 then, because like I said, these are his only 2 banners, and he never shows up ever again in JP, I don't think, unless I'm mistaken about that, which I very well could be. But yeah, that's my plans for him, for his MP levels. Shuten, she's you know, we had her for a while now, but let's see, I missed out on her limited rotation last time during our Thanksgiving, but she always comes back for she comes back a lot, so I'm not too worried. In fact, I could just stair step her MP levels one at a time and then still be fine with that, so I'll think about that one when the time comes. Let's see, who else? Nightingale, she showed up twice during MHXA's banner. Spooks galore. Oh, speaking of MHXA, she's over there, MP5 as usual. Still like to farm gallstones for her though, so her skills levels right now are sitting at like 888. So with gallstones, she'll show up with a 999, but again, gallstones are kind of a pain in the ass to farm at the moment. Cool Altar, Chaldea Boys is coming up real soon here, so I will definitely... The thing about that is that I also want to roll for more copies of Cool Altar, because he's only MP2, and he rarely has raid ups. He's one of the... I think I mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure, but Cool Altar is in an unfortunate state where he doesn't get a lot of raid ups at all, and Chaldea Boys is probably like one of his only like reliable raid up options, I guess you could say. So what'll happen is that I will probably roll for Kualter at the same time as Proto Arthur, because I believe Proto Arthur shares raid ups during Chaldea Boys. So once Kualter's turn is here with the split shared raid up with Proto Arthur, I'll probably roll for both of them at the same time. So if y'all were planning to watch my my gacha stream for Proto Arthur, just know that I probably won't roll for him on his debut night, but rather wait until Kualter shows up for a shared rotation. I'll roll for both of them at the same time. So just wanted to mention that, make sure you know, make sure I could got that out of the way. Anyways, everyone else, the rest of them are just SRs. I don't know if Amakusa comes back for raid up. I'm sure I'm not sure if he comes back this month, but again, I don't need to worry about him too much because he will have his own rotation next year with our APOC collaboration whenever that comes up. So if Amakusa does get another raid up with this Chaldea Boys, which I don't think will happen now that I think about it, but in case it does for some reason, I will consider rolling MP4, but that'll probably be off stream, probably, maybe, most likely, I don't know. Hopefully I get more copies of Bedivere during Chaldea Boys as well, because he's only at MP2. Would like him to be at MP5 because he's my only 3-star who doesn't have MP5. And last but not least, I did roll, when I was going for MP3 Moriarty, I managed to roll 2 more copies of Yanqing and 3 more copies of Doge, so they're there. They are not max level because I have been going on natural AP for the past week or so, or throughout this whole week, because work and just don't really feel like refilling at the moment. I do plan on refilling a little bit for fluids now that I've completed Shinjuku, but nothing too crazy. I'll save the refilling for events like good players should, not degenerates like me. So yeah, unfortunately they're gonna have to sit there for the time being, but hopefully in time I'll be able to get around to farming embers for them, get them to max level as they should be, where they should be. That being said, I think Lobo still needs fluids, so I gotta farm those anyway. So, alright. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think I've covered my entire account. I don't know what else to cover. I guess I can mention that so far the only SSRs that I don't have fully FO'd yet, as of right now anyway, are Ket's, but she's really close. Like she's only missing what 180 points off attack, and Bryn is halfway there because I fed her. I gave her like a half stack of Alphos, like 3-star Alphos, the ones that give you plus 50. So she'll get there. But anyways, those are my only 2 SSRs who aren't max FO'd yet. There's still plenty of other SRs and SSRs and SRs who aren't max FO'd yet, but I'll worry about them when the time comes. You probably when anniversary hits and we get our what is it, the triple success rate up, triple suck, super suck, and great suck rate up, and I'll probably roll degenerately roll friend points. And some of you asked, some of you, I'm not sure how many, but some of you asked to share my CEs, the ones that I have max level. So I guess you can see it there. The only ones that I would say are iffy are the Arjuna CE, the one that starts you off at 50% starting charge and like 20% extra divine damage. I only did that for Valentine's, and I kinda regret it now because I didn't really need to do it, and I did it anyway just because I thought that I would probably take a long time farming at the Berserker node where you have to deal with Raikou, which the Arjuna CE would be perfect for that node because if you keep using Berserker molds, you're gonna go up against Raikou all the time, and Raikou is divine, so that the CE will obviously do a lot of damage. But I didn't end up farming the node as long as I thought it would, so it ended up kind of going to waste. But I mean, it's still a 50% charge C and it's still got a divine modifier, so it might come in handy at some point. Who knows? But that and what is it? Lunchtime and personal lesson. I've only level 100 these 2, only because of the fact that I'm trying to FP whore on my friends list, and I know that I mentioned before that I don't like people who friend point whore, but that's only against people who use Grails and get their servants up to only level 92, and I think that's a scummish tactic. But at least for level 100 CEs, you have to actually put in like a lot of resources into getting those CEs up to level 100, and you're not wasting Grail on them either. So whatever, I'm completely okay with that. A lot of other people on my own friends list do it. Have done it, so I was like, sure, why not? I'll just jump on it. And hey, it's got me a few friend points, so it's paying for itself, kind of, eventually. But other than those useless ones that you don't really have to get to level 100. So, First Sunrise, very useful. Demonic Bodhisattva is I'm told it's kind of niche. It's the biggest drawback for having a max Demonic Bodhisattva is that this CE is not full attack. It's actually split stats, so you get 1600 HP and only 1000 attack, as opposed to the full 2k attack that maybe Sunrise or K-Scope might provide. So that's kind of meh, but it is very useful on some servants like Arash. But yeah, just DB is a more situational one, but yeah, I guess it's nice to have if you have the spare friend points and the spare CE bombs to use. Holding That Dinner is a great choice. Crit damage and a little bit of MP damage and 50% starting charge. Can't really go wrong with that. Same with Golden Sumo. I'll probably get my second Golden Sumo, which is down here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Right here. I'll probably get that one to a level 100 as well because Golden Sumo is fantastic. It's like you literally cannot go wrong with that CE. As long as you give it to the right people, that is. Black Grail is also another necessity, but it's more so a necessity for like hardcore farmers like me, because there are times when Black Grail, Limit Broken Max Black Grail is super useful in taking out bosses that have a lot of HP in just one shot. So it's a great option, or it's a great CE to have, but it's more of a luxury thing because not only is it a gacha SSR CE that has the same rates as fucking K-Scope, but you also have to put all the friend point CE and CEXP into it to get to level 100 in first place. K-Scope is also another obvious choice for farmers. It's more of a luxury because as long as you have a max, as long as you have like a Limit Broken K-Scope, that's obviously very strong in and of itself. But getting it to max level so that your units can have the full 2k attack bonus is also very nice too. Helps boost their damage considerably. So what is it, Supercraft, which is actually the first CE that I got to level 100, I think. Fun fact there. I got it to level 100 because obviously I'm a very big fan of arts teams. If you're more of a buster memer or like a quick memer, then I would suggest you don't have to, but I would suggest maybe going after the other respective CEs of the other arts card equivalents, or other card equivalents, sorry, not arts, of the arts one, so Imaginary, Around, and LZO, whichever you prefer. But that being said, if you want to go for LZO, you might as well try to get, what is it, Victor of the Moon to level 100. Can I find the CE right here? Because it's 15% buster damage and 25% crit damage. So, and plus not only that, but when you get to the max level, it gives you 2400 rather than the usual 2000 that most CEs do. I think Black Grail, the Victor, Another Ending, and a couple of other CEs, if you get to the max level, it gives you 2400 attack rather than 2k. So that extra 400 goes a pretty long way. That's for sure. But other than that, those are my level 100 Cs. Other Cs that I would like to get to level 100 at some point are Partake. Is it? Yeah, it's Partake. I think JP calls it Participation of the King. I just call it Partake, Participation, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This one is also very, very strong as well because it's like First Sunrise, except this gives you at max limit broken at limit break. This gives you 60% starting charge rather than just 50. So this is very useful for servants who have like kind of weird battery skills, like for example Karna and Arjuna. They're both they both have Buster MPs, but they have those weird 25% batteries that you can't improve. So Partake with this extra 10% starting charge compared to like Golden Sumo or First Sunrise remedies that and gives them an extra little buster bonus on top of it, and it's full attack, so it's great for farming. So Partake is a good one in case you come across situations where you need to use servants who have like those odd battery skills. So that's good. Anything else? Partake is the only one on my mind. I'll probably get maybe Another Ending and Victor to level 100. I'll probably also get LZO, one copy of LZO and one copy of Imaginary Round to level 100 as well. Probably. Still thinking about it, but it'll probably happen at some point. Well, in any case, I think that's about it for this episode. I don't know how long this one went on. It's probably over like 15 minutes, and I don't want to make any videos that are over like 13 or so minutes long, because whenever I do that, sometimes Sony my recording program, which I use Shadowplay for, it automatically cuts off video files at like 3.8 gig file sizes, and when that happens, the next video file that it makes for the recording, sometimes Sony Vegas has a hard time reading it, and so if I load that clip into Sony Vegas, sometimes my Vegas will fucking crash. And I was like, well, shit, gotta fucking record that recording again, and it's just so that I can actually load it up on Sony Vegas. So hopefully that's not the case, but even if it does happen for this video, it's not really a big deal because I just talk. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and apologies for not putting out a Wales log video last month. So a little bit of an extra, a little bit of a longer one for you guys here for this month. So that's it for now, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.